Once again, welcome to Crenshaw Castle. This episode we watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which came out in 1998. In 1971, Raoul Duke and Dr. Gonzo speed all over the Nevada desert. Duke, under the influence of mescaline, complain of this swarm of giant bats and inventory their drug stash. They pick up a young hitchhiker and explain their mission. Duke been assigned by a magazine to cover the Mint 400 motorcycle race in Las Vegas. They bought excessive drugs for the trip and rented a red Chevrolet Impala convertible. The hitchhiker flee on foot at their behavior. Trying to reach Vegas before the hitchhiker can go to the police, Gonzo give Duke part of this sheet of sunshine acid, then informs him that there be tiny chance of making it before the drug kicks in. By the time they reach the strip, Duke be in the full throw of his trip and barely make it through the motel check-in, hallucinating that the clerk be a moray eel and that his fellow bar patron are orgiastic lizards. The next day, Duke get there at the race and head out with his photographer, Lacerda. Duke become irrational and believe that they are in the middle of this battlefield, so he fire Lacerda and return to the motel. After consuming more mescaline, as well as huffing diethyl ether, Duke and Gonzo get there at the Bazooko Circus Casino but leave shortly afterwards, the chaotic atmosphere frightening Gonzo. Back in the motel room, Duke leave Gonzo unattended and try his luck at Big Six. When Duke return, he find that Gonzo, high on LSD, have trashed the room and be in the bathtub clothed, attempting to pull the tape player in with him as he want to hear the song better. He plead with Duke to throw the machine into the water when the song White Rabbit peaks. Duke agrees, but instead throws a grapefruit at Gonzo's head before running outside and locking Gonzo in the bathroom. Duke try to type his reminiscence on hippie culture and flash back to San Francisco where hippie lick spilled LSD off his sleeve or something. The next morning, Duke wake up to an exorbitant room service bill and no sign of Gonzo, and try to leave town. As he near Baker, California, a patrolman stop him for speeding and advise him to sleep at a nearby rest stop. Duke instead head to a payphone and call Gonzo, learning that he have a suite in his name at the Flamingo Las Vegas so he can cover a district attorney convention on narcotics. Duke checks into his suite, only to be met by a LSD-tripping Gonzo and a young girl called Lucy, who Gonzo explain have come to Las Vegas to meet Barbra Streisand, and that this was she first LSD trip. Duke convinced Gonzo to ditch Lucy in another motel before she trip were off. Gonzo go with Duke to the convention, and the pair discreetly snort cane as the guest speaker deliver a comically out-of-touch speech about weed addicts before showing a brief film. Unable to take it, Duke and Gonzo flee back to their room, only to find that Lucy have called. They trip mostly over. Gonzo deals with Lucy over the phone as Duke try to mellow out by trying some of Gonzo's stash of adrenochrome. However, the trip spirals out of control, and Duke be reduced to an incoherent mess before he blacks out. After an unspecified amount of time passes, anyways. No ending spoilers. If you can, find a Laserdisc version of this film and show it to your neighbor. And we'll see you on the flip side. Stay high.
See you next time. Bye.